Have you ever wondered if prophecy is still ahead of us, or if we're actually living right in the middle of it? In our last episodes, we uncovered the mysterious little season in Revelation 20 and the Great Tribulation. But today, we're asking the big question: are we already in Satan's little season right now? And the evidence on both from the Bible and from ancient texts left out of the canon might surprise you. Welcome back to Mysteries of the Word. When the 1,000 years are ended, Satan will be released from his prison and will come out to deceive the nations that are at the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them for battle. Notice something. This doesn't describe Satan returning with brute force. Instead, it says he deceives the nations. His weapon is deception. So what would a world ruled by deception look like? Truth is suppressed, lies are normalized. Nations unite against God's people. Does that sound familiar? Jesus warned in Matthew that in the last days, false Christs and false prophets will arise and perform great signs and wonders, so as to lead astray, if possible, even the elect. This isn't just about obvious evil. It's about counterfeit light. Satan disguises lies as truth, freedom as slavery, and progress as destruction. The non-canonical texts also paint this same picture. In 1 Enoch, it says that fallen angels will stir up kings and nations for war in the last days, but they do it by confusion and manipulation. The Apocalypse of Abraham chapter 29 shows Azazel, a fallen angel, being given power to deceive even God's people until the final judgment. In 2 Esdras, it says the present world will fade away in deception before the new age is revealed. All three sources agree the last chapter of history is marked not by clarity, but by worldwide deception. So let's look at history. Many believe the millennium was the long era of Christian influence after the resurrection of Christ and destruction of the temple in 70 AD. If that's true, then what came after? Think about the 1700s. The Enlightenment. Faith replaced with human reason. Secret societies like Freemasons gained global influence. The so-called Old World architecture was buried, destroyed, or erased. America was founded with deep Masonic symbolism at its core. And history itself may have been rewritten, covering up the millennium. Doesn't this fit perfectly with Revelation's prophecy of Satan being loosed to deceive the nations? Look at the world now. Good is called evil and evil is called good. Entire generations are growing up disconnected from God. Governments and systems worldwide are uniting under deception, from media to education to technology. This is more than chaos. This looks like organized evil, and if Revelation is right, then this is Satan's final attempt. The little season, where he deceives the nations, stirs rebellion, and prepares for the last showdown. But here's the hope. Revelation says this rebellion is short-lived. In Revelation, when Gog and Magog gather against God's people, fire comes down from heaven and destroys them instantly. The deception ends. Satan is cast into the lake of fire. And then comes the great white throne judgment, the final sorting of all souls. The Book of Enoch and 2 Esdras echo this same moment. God's people are vindicated, and a new heaven and new earth are revealed. So, are we already in the little season? The Bible and ancient texts seem to say yes. Deception is global. Nations are stirred up. Evil is organized. But the good news is the end of deception is already written. In our next episode, we'll take this even further by looking at the rise of the New World Order and how it may be the direct fulfillment of the Gog and Magog rebellion. Subscribe so you don't miss it, because what comes next will shock you.